Welcome to the installation video for the Press to Fit connector H series. We're going to start with safety first. We're going to disconnect the battery. So I'm going to disconnect the negative cable, and keep in mind when you disconnect the battery on most vehicles you're going to lose certain functions on the inside of the car, probably your clock. Also, this is a nice little piece of weather stripping here. It's split loom that goes around the harness to just kind of protect the terminal so it doesn't accidentally reconnect itself or touch back to the negative terminal on the battery. And then now we're going to go to the other side of the car so that we can do the installation on the Press to Fit. The nice thing about the PTF, all series come with 2 weatherproofing splices, which will really help with the installation. And of course 6 inches of wire lead so that we can make sure we splice it in with a good distance. We're replacing this connector because the terminals were corroded and had made intermittent contact with the bulb socket. So let's get started. So the first thing we're going to want to do is cut off the affected area. So I'm going to stagger these cuts. I'm going to make one about 1 inch from the connector, and then I'm going to make a second about another inch further away. We want to stagger our splices so we don't create this meatball in the harness, and it'll also help with other issues like electromagnetic force or field that's generated around the wire when we start passing current through it. So I'm going to give this another snip, and then we're ready to strip. So I'm going to strip back these wires. You notice I'm using a 360-degree crimper. This is nice, and it's an automatic stripper too. Doesn't nick the wire, and I'm going to trim it back about 1/4 of an inch. So I'm going to get that 16 gauge in there real nice. There we go, and I'm going to strip that back. Now we're ready for the splices. Alright, so now we have our splices which come with the PTF. I stripped it back about 1/4 of an inch or so, and now I'm going to slide it onto the splice. And as I put it into the splice, you can feel it bottom out, which means you've made enough penetration into the barrel. Make sure you have good electrical contact. I'm just going to give it a little bit of a dimple. I'll make it 2 just for security reasons. And I'm going to make another dimple, and then I just crimp the barrel, and always tug test. There we go. So now I'm ready to do the Press to Fit side, and this one, you notice that our wire leads come with slugs on them to keep the wires from fraying, so it's kind of nice, and we can just pull the slug off. And then same process, install back into the splice, a nice little feel for it in there. Slide it in, great, bottoms out, fantastic. And then now I'm going to crimp this one in place as well. So these weatherproofing splices need to be shrunk down. So a nice little blower torch is all you need. So you just gently pass it across the plastic tubing, and over a period of time it starts to shrink down. It's a beautiful day out today, so we're working outside. A little windy, so it might take a little bit longer to shrink down the tubing. But I'll tell you what, we'll accelerate this a little bit for you so you don't have to watch me weatherproof or seal this for the next 15 minutes. Alright, so I shrunk down our 2 splices. Make sure you're patient. Allow the shrinkable tubing to wrap itself around the wire. We don't want any moisture to get in there. After we've done that, we are going to apply some tape because we want to clean it up a little bit. And again, moisture proof one more time. And then we're going to check our bulb fitment. Perfect. Let's clean it up and do an operational check. Okay, so I reconnected the battery. Now I'm going to do an operational check. Headlights on. Success. Good connection, good bulb, and we're ready to go. Thanks for tuning in to the PTF H series tutorial video. For other tutorials, please visit our website at presstofit.us. Thank you very much, and have a safe day.